Hi everyone. So if you're planning to study in Europe and you're really confused about how do you choose your country, how you choose the coursework, here is a roadmap video for this. Today I'm talking about Netherlands. See, it is a country which is nearly overlooked by a lot of students. I get so many queries, but most of the queries are regarding Germany, Switzerland, Sweden. But Netherlands is one of the countries which I also recommend. It normally comes on the top of my list. So I have made a video which covers a complete guide or a roadmap regarding Netherlands such that it can help you to choose for a better option. Okay, so please see the whole video, take a look, think about how you want to work on it. Okay, I have covered the universities, scholarships that you get in Netherlands, the tuition fees that you might have to pay, the cost of living, the visa process, and also the job opportunities further on. So watch to the end of the video and understand the whole process and take a a thoughtful decision of what you want to do further on. Okay, so I'll share my screen. I have a presentation, and pause the presentation, take a look at all the options, do your own research based on your degree and coursework, because this one is a more generalized presentation for you. It will guide you through the process, it will give you a good idea. But in my recommendation, either if you want to know something specific, drop a comment, or you can do your own research based on the guidelines that I am giving you. Okay, so I'll share the presentation. So that's a complete guide for Netherlands and for scholarships and colleges. The first thing that I will cover is the top universities that you have. So, one first and foremost, why should you go to the Netherlands? Like not other countries. I mean, you can go to other countries, but what's new about or different about Netherlands? So the first thing is there are 2100 English taught programs. See, this is a big trouble when you go to Germany, France, or other countries which do not have completely English taught programs. Here, you might find quite a lot of courses which are completely taught in English. The second is the universities are globally ranked. For example, you have TU Delft, UvA, Leiden, etc. Next is the affordable tuition fees with compared to US and UK. I will break down the tuition fees further on in my presentation, but in for just to give an idea, in general, you somewhere spent around 60 lakhs to 80 lakhs or similar pricing in UK for a master's degree, but that's not the case. You can be done in half of the money with a very good degree from a recognized college, okay? Well listed college. Next is excellent post study work visa. So you get 1 year visa, okay, to work after your studies, and then you can find a job, find a permanent position, and then you can stay for a longer period. Right now, if compared with other countries, having visa in Europe is a lot easier, and especially if you want to settle here, do job here. Next is high English proficiency. See, I've been living in Germany for last 4.5, 5 years, and I know how difficult it is. It could get sometimes if we do not know German. With this did not happen to me when I was in Netherlands. I went to Amsterdam and other places around, and it was extremely comfortable when it came to the language area. Okay. So the next thing is the top universities in Netherlands. So when you go to the universities, I have listed all the universities here which are really nice. So for example, TU Delft, it is one of the top 20 globally recognized university and is especially known for engineering and applied physics. The specifics are civil, aerospace, energy, and applied physics. Next, we go to TU Eindhoven, and this is the center of Europe's tech hub. It's like the brainpot region. Okay, ideal if you're into electrical and embedded systems, AI and semiconductors. Next goes to University of Twente. So it is strong in robotics, biomedical and tech, nanotechnology, super entrepreneurial, and they even train students to become startup founders. Okay. Next we have Wageningen University, and this is global leader in agriculture, food science, climate change, sustainability research. I'm giving an example of what these universities are best at. You might find other coursework also in different other universities, so you have to do your own research. I'm only listing the best in each university. Next is University of Groningen, which is great for physics, astronomy, chemistry, life sciences, very large international student society. Utrecht is strong in earth science, energy transitions, marine biology, known for its multidisciplinary research. From this university, a friend of mine graduated in public health, so I can vouch for it. It's a really nice university. The next is Leiden University, which was famous for fundamental science, molecular biology, chemistry, bioinformatics. Then you have University of Amsterdam, which is UvA, and VU Amsterdam, which is located in the capital. Both are known for computer science, AI, informatics, and cognitive sciences. So these universities, they all teach in English, and they're ranked top among the Europe and in the world. So you can have a look at the list of these universities, and take a and when you look for universities and your coursework, take care to check in which language they are teaching the coursework. If you have to go through certain subjects which are taught in a different language, maybe Dutch here, okay, so do your complete research. Do not just think that, oh, if they have mentioned something that, oh, we are doing a coursework in English, it doesn't mean that everything will be in English. Do a thorough research of the universities and the courseworks, okay. The next thing is the scholarships. See, when you come to Europe, it's really important if you can get a scholarship. Anyways, it's not as expensive as other countries like US and UK, but it still really helps to have a scholarship. So I've listed a few scholarships which you can apply for. It's better to apply as early as possible for the scholarships. So the first one listed here is a Holland scholarship. It's a one-time grant of 5,000 euros, and it's not a full funding, but it's again useful. The next one is UvA Merit Scholarship. It gives you up to 25,000 euros of money. It covers your tuition, living, and what it requires is top-notch academic record and strong application. The next one is University of Twente scholarship. So this provides you from 3,000 to 22,000 euros, and depending on your grades and application strength, based on that you are ranked, and that's how the money is given to you. The next one is Maastricht University High Potential Scholarship. This one covers the full tuition fees and additionally gives you 12 to 22,000 euros of living expenses. The next one is Utrecht Excellence Scholarship. That gives you a tuition fees and also additionally gives you 11,000 euros of money for living, their living costs. It's a highly competitive one. Only top 10% of students get this scholarship. The next one goes to Radbourne Scholarship. It gives you again tuition fees somewhere around, and it also covers your limited living cost. It depends again on motivation and your academics. Most of them are merit based, and it requires strong SOP. You have to really be considerate about SOP, your CGPA, and your resume. Like people do not think that this their resume has to be how good it has to. I mean, you have to think that anyone will judge you based on your resume completely. So they don't know you personally. It's just your resume representing you. It's your SOP showing what you think, how you think. So please, I mean, I request you to be considerate about it because I get so many queries, I see so many resumes, and I feel that it misses the idea of being on point because, see, there are so many paperwork that goes in when there is an application process. No one has time to read your resume word by word. So each work that you have done and your knowledge should just shine through resume. You really have to be precise with that one. Okay, and then only you can get scholarships, like scholarships and good admissions. It's not that there is scarcity, it's just that you have to be perfect enough. I mean, you have to look perfect enough to get these things, right? So the next one is the cost of living when it comes to Netherlands. Um, in my opinion, it's not a very cheap country, but it is also dependent on where you live in. So, for example, if you are living in Groningen, Wageningen, the rent comes across 400 euros to 1000 euros per month. But if you're living in Amsterdam, Utrecht, it goes around 800 to 1000 euros. I mean, 800 to 1000 euros per month, which becomes expensive. If you talk about food, it costs somewhere around 150 to 200 per month at least. And if you're cooking by yourself, then you can reduce the cost for sure. For transportation, it goes around 35 to 100 euros per month. If you have a student discount, then it will be great for you. You also have discounts on some Dutch loans, or you use a bike, which will save you a lot of money, because when you come to Europe, you have nice bike pathways everywhere. Like you always have a path for your car, then a bike, and then your walking space. So having bikes is one of the most convenient ways. Public transport is also really convenient. The next thing is insurance. It is compulsory here. So insurance costs around 100 euros per month at least. And you can check insurances like AON, Silver Cruise. Some offer student discount also. The miscellaneous cost comes around 100 to 200 euros per month, which is sim, data, books, maybe some outing. So a total monthly estimate would go around 850 to 1400 euros. And your annual estimate will go around 10,000 to 14,000 euros, depending on the lifestyle and the city you are living in. So Amsterdam is really expensive. Most of my friends who are in Amsterdam live in the outskirts and not in the central Amsterdam, because then it becomes extremely expensive to live there. Okay. The next part is the university programs and English courseworks. So, the best part here is for almost all science and engineering master's degree in Netherlands, they are fully taught in English, most of them. Of course, you have to take a look at the program to check if there is some coursework that doesn't exist in English. You have to do your own research for sure, but most of them works like this. So in fact, it ranks number one in the world for non-native English proficiency. Okay. The programs are available in chemistry, chemical engineering, sustainable energy, AI and machine learning, biomedical sciences, earth and climate services, food technology, data science, and robotics. So TU Delft, universities like TU Delft, TUE, Twente, have 100% English curriculum. Again, look out for yourself. Okay. So after this, what's important is once you are done with your masters, how is the work opportunity and jobs? So after 1 year of after post study, you get 1 year orientation visa, which called as your car visa. Okay, and now in when it comes to Netherlands, there is a growing demand in AI, ML, and data science, energy and green tech, water management, semiconductors, again a big industry, like really big industry, health and biomedical, circular economy and climate innovation. And then you have tech company based there where you can apply for, like ASML, Philips, NXP, Shell. You have ING, you have NXP Semiconductors, and again many academic labs and startups. This is a great work culture there, right? So while you're studying, you're also allowed to work up to 16 hours per week and full time in summers. Part-time jobs are mostly available in bigger cities, so this covers a lot of your money that you're spending as in living cost, okay, other than your tuition fees. The next goes for this visa and application process. Again, it's a central application process based. I have given the link, the studylink.nl. There are requirements which are transcript, your SOP, CV, your IELTS and TOEFL score. For student visa through IND, you have Dutch immigration, and processing time is normally 1 month post admission. The details are you have to apply to university, okay, in centralized and straightforward. You have the documents needed are academic transcript, the bachelor's degree, the English test, state SOP, LOR, your resume, your portfolio, if you are in design or tech program. And once you're admitted, your university helps with visa. You will apply through the Dutch immigration, which is called as IND. The processing time is somewhere around 3 to 6 weeks, and the visa type you get is MVV plus resident permit. And your university actually acts as a sponsor, so you don't need an employer at this point of time. Okay. So next are my final tips and tricks. Like you should really think to apply early. Like January to April is the ideal time. Okay. You use student housing providers like Duo, SSH. Then you have room.nl. Okay, you should join university and Discord groups or Facebook forums. It helps in finding roommates, course info, events. Okay, you should not delay your visa appointment, because right now visa is a big thing. Like you have a lot of I mean, a long list of people ahead of you for visa applications, and you don't want to miss out on any university admission just because of your visa. Okay, so the Dutch universities focus a lot on independent research and group work. So be ready for a different education style, which is different from Asia and India. Okay, learn some basic Dutch for everyday life. Even though your program is in English, you should at least know some basic Dutch because this will really help you. I'm not saying that it's predominantly Dutch speaking place. I mean, if you come to Germany, many people doesn't know English, whereas it's not the case when you go to Netherlands. But still, learning a tad bit of Dutch really helps. It will make your own life easy. Okay, keep some backup money when you arrive for deposits, registration, bike, SIM card, essentials. So just keep some backup money for yourself. Okay, so that was the complete information for Netherlands, right from the start to the end. What it contained was a more generalized information. If you want some detailed information about a certain coursework or you need my help, comment help or Netherlands in the comment box and I will help you out. And I have a TopMate ID where you can book a free one-on-one call with me. This will really help you if you want some guidance, which is like one-on-one, and it also makes the process really fast and easy. I mean, talking always helps, right? Okay, then that's it from my side. Do not forget to subscribe the channel and I'll keep posting more videos. Of course, I've started the series. Now it's Netherlands and next I'll go for France, Germany and further on. So if you subscribe, you will stay updated with all of these universities and some scholarships. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.